Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is Monday, July 18, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you're going to see the futures are trading higher by about 5 points right now to 2057.5 per contract. Make that 2157.5 per contract. You could see the futures really got hammered over the weekend, right after the closing bell on Friday, after it was reported that there was a military Turkish coup taking place. Obviously, it looks like the Turkish government has restored order and markets are back up. But nonetheless, we are starting to see a lot of volatility around the world. You're starting to see a lot of different events. Who knows where the next wild card or the next shoe to drop is. Nobody really expected that to happen in Turkey. But nonetheless, it looks like things have stabilized. Markets have rebounded up a little bit. Let's take a look at the Turkish ETF, which is called TWLO. It's the iShares MSCI Turkish ETF. And what you're going to see here is that the ETF is trading at $39.20, closed at $41.60. So I did a little bit of work on this, and I think that if this closes down below $38 today, or around $38, this can actually trade down to around 32. So there's still problems in the region, and there's still problems on this stock chart. So again, we'll keep that on the radar. But again, you got to see a daily chart close below 38 bucks. If that happens, there's bigger problems there than the market's telling us, and we'll see how that chart plays out. But TUR is the ticker symbol here, and this is the Turkish ETF. So I'll be watching that one today, and we'll be watching that in the intraday stock chat room. So again, if you want more on this, come on over to the intraday stock chat room, and we'll be happy to discuss it further. But we will be looking at this one today. All right, let's take a look at Bank of America. BAC is the ticker symbol here. They reported earnings. Stock closed at $13.66. It is trading at $13.73 this morning, so a little uptick. I'm going to give BAC the upside bias to around 14.25, maybe 14.35, somewhere in that range. I do think we hit a daily chart or intraday wall of resistance, so to speak. So we'll keep that on the radar, but BAC will be in play today, and we'll see how that plays out. But once you get to around 14.25, 14.35, that is pretty much a wall of resistance for today. Let's take a look at Hasbro. I believe they reported earnings as well. Ticker symbol here is HAS. What you're going to see here is the stock is trading at $84.90. It closed at $85.50. There will be some decent support, in my opinion, around the $82 level if it does get there. So if this stock gets down to around 82, I do think you probably look around for an intraday bounce. Right now, there might even be a little bit of minor intraday support around 84, 84.25. But again, I don't love that. I do like the 82 level much, much better today. Let's take a look at 3D Systems. I think this was downgraded today, and the stock is selling off pretty sharply. This is a 3D printer maker. Closed at $14.70. Now trading at $14.10. I'm not sure who downgraded the equity, but you can look it up for yourself. In sympathy, you may want to watch SSYS, which is Stratasys. That is also trading down to around 22.01. This closed at 23.29. So 3D printer stocks are trading lower this morning. Keep that on the radar today. Let's take a look at JB Hunt. JBHT is the ticker symbol here. Looks like they reported earnings. Stock closed at 85.27 on Friday. Now trading at 82.75. So decent little dip there. Stock does have some support around $80.75 if it does trade lower, and then I'll have more levels for you after that. But that is just an intraday level this morning. Let's go over to Groupon. I see Groupon catching a bid. This is a low price stock. Ticker symbol is Grpn. And you're going to see the stock is trading at $3.75, closed at $3.49 on Friday. There is a lot of resistance up here, so I would not be a buyer. You have a huge gap window in the stock around $4.10. There's also a lot of resistance around $3.80. So again, if you own Groupon, I'd be shaving some profits or trailing the stop loss, but I would not be a buyer up here at these levels. Let's go over and take a look at Calmain Foods. CALM is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now, it looks like it's trading at 44.70, closed at 44.15. I believe they had earnings, but you can check out the news for yourself. Right now, the stock's not doing all that much. We'll see how it plays out. If it does rally, there is a lot of resistance at 47.25, so expect it to stall out there if it can trade up to that level. I'm not sure it even gets up there, but if it does trade up to that level, expect a ton of resistance at that time. All right, let's take a look at TWLO. This is a new issue. It's only been around probably just about a month. But when you take a look at the stock, it is getting hit today. Closed at 42.65, trading at 41.31. I believe this was a downgrade, but then I looked and it was upgrade, so you could check out the news for yourself. Either way, the stock is trading down. It's a hard stock to really predict because it is a new issue. We don't have a lot of time. But if it does get down to around 38.25, there should be intraday support there. So keep that on the radar today if it does get there. I'm not sure it will, but we'll keep a lookout for it. And if it does get there, we'll see how it plays out. There was a buyout today. ARM-H, which is a semiconductor play, is being bought out by SoftBank. So that's a pretty stellar move today. Stock closed at 47.08. Now trading at 67.48. So great move there on ARM-H. If you own it, trail the stop or take your money off the table. That's about it. It is a buyout for $31.4 billion. All right, let's go over to the gold market this morning. Gold futures trading up just a point, so we're not going to make too much out of it. Gold continues to remain range-bound, has been pulling back as of late. That could be setting up for higher prices down the road, but right now still in that pullback mode. Crude oil just up 1 penny today, so I don't know if we're going to make a lot out of crude. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good oil ETF, you'll see that is trading at $10.82. It's closed at $10.99 on Friday. So again, oil has faded, and so has USO this morning. So we'll look at these things and more. We'll see what the market's telling us. Earnings season has kicked off. Tomorrow we will start to get lots of earnings, especially after tomorrow's closing bell. So get ready. We should start to get gap plays each and every morning in the intraday stock chat room. And again, if you want to trade alongside of us, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You get to see everything that we're doing, and you get to see our screens, and you see all the charts. Come on over. We've had a great 2016. We're going to look to keep that going all the way into the end of the year. All right, with that being said, I'm going to wish you all a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.